Alright, hello gamers and welcome to another episode of Vidja Game Hunting. Today we're going to go through a Nintendo lot that I picked up through a coworker. So typical day at the office. One of my other coworkers in my area, the building, came over and was asking pricing on some old Nintendo systems that he was looking to get rid of because he knew I'm into retro gaming. And he just said he had a couple of the Nintendo systems. I let him know what they were worth. Then he started talking about games and then Super Nintendo games that he had also, which really piqued my interest. And he ended up showing me what he had. I made him an offer and picked up the entire lot. And then I'm splitting this, so I've already got people who are taking some of the doubles that I don't want. But anyway, it was a nice haul, and let's get right into the Nintendo stuff. On the NES here, I do have a stack of games, starting off with the classic Super Mario Bros. 3. And all of these games, for the most part, are just minty. This is a great copy of Super Mario Bros. 3. Not an exciting one here. This is Wheel of Fortune Family Edition. Not sure if I've got that one. And then the Old Faithful here, Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. And Rad Racer, early NES game, one I used to play all the time. And kind of an overlooked Disney game here, but I think it's one that's fairly decent, maybe not the best, but definitely worth picking up and adding to your collection if you don't have it, and that's Disney's Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. You kind of run around the theme park and go to different attractions. Basically a collection of mini games. It's fun though. A game that I don't recommend picking up, American Gladiators for the NES. Now man, this show, I loved this show growing up. I think we all did, but there was never a game that was worth a damn. I think I played this one on the Super Nintendo one. I'm not sure if there's one for other systems. Probably a Genesis version, I would guess. We got another classic here. This is Tetris. I didn't play this too much on the NES myself, but I had it on my Game Boy and played it all the time. And then we've got the last one for Nintendo games here, Win, Lose, or Draw. So not a lot of Nintendo games. Not really any amazing titles. A couple solid ones in there. And it did also come with the Game Genie. No book, but just the Game Genie. And then two systems. We've got first system here. Nothing special. I do have the two controllers, a zapper, and then two other controllers here because I did get a second NES with it. And this one is the limited edition doorless model. Very sought after by collectors. Makes it really easy to get games in and out. Nothing obstructing the game getting in there. And you know what? I know you're probably all jealous, wondering, well, where can I get this limited edition top-loading Nintendo that has no door? Please tell me. And I think we got a little segment here that can help you out. A little something I like to call Crafter's Corner.
Say there, why the sad look? Sick of your typical old Nintendo? Want one of the new fancy doorless models? Well, we can help! On this episode of Crafter's Corner, you'll need a hammer. Trusty, simple, do it yourself. Now, simply secure that Nintendo on a table, and on the count of 1, 2, and 3, presto! Look at this, a fancy new doorless Nintendo. One of your very own. Much better there, huh, Sonny boy?
Alright, well I hope you all learned a valuable lesson there in Crafter's Corner. Now let's get on to the Super Nintendo games. I think this is kind of what made the deal for me. A lot of quality titles in here, nothing super rare, but a lot of the games that everybody that's collecting for the Super Nintendo just wants in their collection. We'll start off with some of the least interesting ones here. We got Ken Griffey Jr.'s Winning Run, NHL 97, a game I love, NBA Jam Tournament Edition. Played a lot of this growing up. Just such a great couch co-op game. The classic Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I never got into Street Fighter myself, or just fighting games in general. I don't understand how they work. I got my ass kicked all the time and just got frustrated and quit. And on to some awesome pickups here. We'll start off with a great one of my favorites, Donkey Kong Country. The first in the trilogy. Followed by, probably the best in the series, I think, Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Kong Quest. Great game. And then capping off the trilogy, unfortunately not in the best condition, but you know what? It still works. Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. This one I don't like, although I would say 1 and 2 are by far the best. But 3 still isn't a bad game if you are looking for some platforming in the Super Nintendo. And then great kart racer, one of my favorite games. I think it was in my top 3 kind of cool items in my collection. I talked about it not too long ago. That is Super Mario Kart, a game I played all the time with my dad growing up. Great memories. Just a great game all around too. Awesome that you picked that up. And then of course the obligatory Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo. Another great Mario game. And the only game I owned for quite some time with my Super Nintendo. No Super Nintendo system itself, but all in all, not a bad bundle of games, and I was happy to pick it up off of somebody at work and give them a better price than they would have gotten if they'd have just taken it down to like the video game store or something and just gotten worked over. So we both won, and I got some awesome pickups. Anyway, that's it for this time, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time.